talk.
I'm gonna be quick. The people who hate on Mushoku Tensei, now that I've started it, y'all are weird. Um, I came into it with a negative mindset just based off what other people were saying, and I wasn't really met with what a lot of the gripes were. Um, yeah, it can be pervy, but I feel like if you're not into that, you just like it didn't matter to me. I either laughed if it was funny or I just ignored it. Um, but denying the whole series is crazy based off of like stupid
Cook.
stuff like that.
They're not willing to give.
Is it porn, Miles? Because I know someone called it porn.
Sometimes it be stretching it, but
Really?
nah. Yo,
Okay.
there's some scenes that
No,
are just
there's
like,
some.
yo,
They're like they get up
it's
really close
stupid,
to the line.
Riddell.
Sometimes
It'll be stupid. I'll be like, yo, this is stupid.
Oh, I did say this. I said random, and I told people in our group chat, I will officially react to the very first episode for Mushoku Tensei
he's
on
out.
Friday.
I'm
Friday.
that
At least
right
the
now,
first
Miles.
two.
He's gonna be out.
First
be out after the
two?
first episode.
That's
Yeah,
a lot, man.
I say you have to at least watch the first two.
Hey, I'll ask Miles. Do I have to watch the first two? You're the decider.
Yeah, watch the first two.
Damn. Okay. Anyway, I'll react to the first two on Friday with random, and let's see if I.
No, my thing
Hate it
is
as much
whenever I hear
think I
people
might.
talk about Rudius, I'm like, you're not willing to give Rudius the exact same whatever belief or excuse that you give a lot of other protagonists. There, mind you, there's a reason why Mushoku Tensei took so long to come out. When it came out, especially when it was a web novel like Reincarnate as a Slime, there is a thing called Shueisha where a lot of the big isekais, like when the authors started writing them before they got picked up, like Reincarnate as a Slime, Mushoku Tensei, Overlord, all those came out at the same time. Those are still some of the best stories on the site, and they've had this been damn near a decade since they came out. But I understand why certain anime studios would have a problem adapting Mushoku Tensei compared to a Sword Art Online. And Lani, we've talked about it all the time. Sword Art Online is this great concept that they fucking fumble. Sword Art Online should be one of the best anime of all time. It really should be, but they fumble it. So that's why I'm sitting there like, just don't lie about Rudius and not give him the same thing that you'd give a Guts or another pervy character. And it all makes sense why he's pervy.
That's pervy. I don't think Guts is pervy now.
You just helped me create like a hot take or whatever, because that like I had it in my head a few days ago, but I completely forgot. So thank you, Random. So speaking of Sword Art Online, Shangri-La Frontier, clear Sword Art Online. It clears.
Shangri-La Frontier is what Riddell.
Shangri-La Frontier clears it. And it looks goofy when you first, like when you're on Crunchyroll, when you first you see like, why does this guy have a bird mask on his head? Like,
is it a mask or is it his head?
No, it's like a helmet.
I think it's a mask.
It's
it's equipment. Shangri-La Frontier is what Sword Art Online should be.
No, but like if you, I'm sorry,
high praise. Not gonna lie.
I'm not.
Yeah, very high praise.
And don't get me wrong, I liked a lot. I like Sword Art Online a little bit more than most people in certain aspects. Especially, I did appreciate the third season. Second season we don't even talk about. But no, Shangri-La Frontier, clear Sword Art Online. It's same concept, not the same concept, but like very like video game-esque world stuff like that. But it just does it so much better. The story is a little bit simpler, but the action's better. The characters are better. It's like there's no weird stuff with your cousin in it. Like it's like, I'm sorry, like it checks the boxes in terms of what Sword Art Online should have been. I'm not saying like it reached the ceiling. It didn't reach the ceiling that Sword Art Online could have, but it's still better than the result of Sword Art Online was.
Well, I will say this. There's a reason why SAO keeps getting remade. They made the one about Asuna where it's technically in the future, but she's losing memories of when she first met they keep remaking it because they know they fumbled it, which is crazy because when you watch the original SAO anime, that first season is pretty fucking good. The problem is they end it, they get to level 75 Miles, and then they're all of a sudden they're like, the main villain shows up. Oh, he's been there the whole time. Then they just have the fight. When I'm like, keep climbing the floors. They should still be in Ironclad right now, climbing the floors.
Do you know how
is that your problem with it? You want it to be longer?
No. It's not even that. It's not
I
even
don't like Kirito.
Kirito is a bad protagonist. Like, remember when we brought up the thing, and you were here, Miles, where we like other people. The more and more I thought about it, I wish we saw Kirito from like the girl's perspective. He's this super guy who can kind of do anything, right? But they don't it's like you've had this Kirito compared to other isekai protagonists. Is he as good as Rimuru? He's not. Is he as good as Rudius? He's not. Is he as
I
good
don't
as
know.
Ainz? He's not. It's just the most popular one because it was the first isekai to really get made, and the concept is so good. But when you compare him to other, is he okay, Lani?
He's
Is he
not
even as
better. He's not
good
better than a
as
bridge Kirito. Not gonna
yeah?
lie.
Is hold on, Lani? Is he even as good as Sid from Eminence and Shadow?
No, not at all. Not at
He's
all.
not. He's one of the worst, especially when you talk big isekai protagonists. He's not even as good as the other protagonists.
Hey, so
My problem, real quick, Miles, is actually their antagonists. Their antagonists are horrible. Like they're horrible.
Terrible.
The first antagonist, he forgot why he did what he did. The guy that captured everybody in the whole purpose of the show, when they confront him, he's like, I forget. What do you mean you forget? Like, so the whole reason why all this happened,
The
you just
story's
don't
there.
know.
Just say he went crazy. Maybe he lost funding, but he found a way, and now he's under
Give us
pressure.
something.
Like,
Give
give
us
us
some type of
like
answer.
the
Just,
fact
I
that
forget.
us five
You know
could
what that
give
means?
a
That means you were
better
cooking in the
freaking.
lab.
Oh my god!
I like
Ty,
Death Gun.
So
Ty,
basically,
imagine
Miles,
Maybe have an AI go
the
crazy. Like
protagonist is
I
bad,
don't
the
understand how
story
you
is
fumbled
bad,
this.
and the antagonist is bad.
No,
I
That's what it is.
understand.
No,
I like
I'm
Death
Ty.
Gun.
I'll be Ty. Honestly, I would
Death Gun?
fight you. I would
Yeah, I
would
fuck
literally
with Death
pull up
Gun.
and fight you if in Hustle the reason why the main antagonist, the one that you introduced in the volume 2, if the reason why he just did everything is just because I forget why I did all this. I don't know because I felt
That's
like
crazy,
I would
actually.
fight you, Ty. I would fight. Yo,
I'm
we
not
would
gonna
be.
hold you, Ty.
Yo,
I might
you would
I
hand
might
is
resell
crazy.
my
Yo,
That
volumes if you
sounds.
did
I ain't gonna
that.
lie. Wait,
I might resell my
wait,
volumes,
listen,
Ty.
I forgot why I did it.
That's basically it. That's
That's
basically why he
That's
does when they so they get to
That is
75.
crazy.
It's exposed that this guy Heathcliff, he's like a big
I,
guild
I think
leader.
that sounds like now a lot of
It's
times I feel like
so
people use-
bad.
and we
people
don't
use
get the
this-
context later. It's not that we discover why later. We just don't. We don't get the
By
answer.
the way,
I think
there's an
that's-
AI version of the main villain from the first season walking around, and they do nothing with it, except that he kind of saves the girl he was kind of talking to when he was still alive. But other than that, they do nothing with it.
You know, I
Ty,
think
what were you saying?
No, I was just saying, like, like a lot of times people say, "Oh, the author wrote himself into a corner." Sometimes I'm like, I don't think so. But that to me seems like he wanted to just write a bad guy, or he or she wanted to write a bad guy. But then when it came to time to question their beliefs, he was like, "Damn." He was like, "Damn."
It doesn't even need to be that Ty. You could just say maybe an AI because he's creating AI to help run the game. Maybe an AI goes rogue and this guy's been on the other side trying to fucking stop it the whole time, but he fails or something like that.
Just
Like
imagine,
I mean,
every
random
major-
wants to save
imagine
SAO. I
every
do
major
want to.
antagonist.
I
wanna
want SAO to be
bring
great.
this up.
I want it to be
wanna-
great.
Yeah, I mean, I hear your feelings. Not gonna lie,
want it
Lani
to
and
be
Random,
great.
your SAO, the SAO deserves